Alrighty, hello everybody. How's everyone doing? Welcome to my final streaming day in 7 consecutive days of streaming. I've been streaming for 7 straight days, everybody. Woo! It was a heck of a week, that's for sure. A lot of good stuff this week, a lot of good progress in certain games. Um, a lot of fun, chill streams, right? We had a good time this week. A good New Year's week, right? So thank you for all of you who've been here, who've tuned into my stuff this week, who had a good time with me. I appreciate that. Today should be a good day of streaming as well. Today is Monday, the 6th of January, 2020. And I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready for some good stuff. First of all, we're continuing on my second major session of Knights of the Old Republic. I have gone to the dark side, ladies and gentlemen. I have been doing the bad choices, the bad morality choices, betraying people, and generally just doing nasty stuff. It's been pretty fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed the playthrough so far. Last time around, I didn't really know what I was doing. People helped me out, and now we've progressed, and we're moving on with the story today. I don't know where it's going to take us or what's going to happen here. I guess we're going to see. Some people are upset that I'm doing the dark side choices. I'm like, dude, I never do this. You know, I never do the evil choices the first time I play through a game. So I'm going to do that this time around and see what happens. Okay? So, let's see what happens today. Okay, let's see where the story takes us. And go from there. I hope you guys will continue to enjoy the playthrough and help me out with the stuff that, I need to know since I don't really understand the game because I've never played it before. And let's be honest here, it is not necessarily outdated, but the game has aged. You know what I mean? And with a game that's aged the way this game has aged, I need help trying to figure stuff out. The combat itself is pretty difficult, I would say. But I'm having fun. So I hope you guys are liking the playthrough so far. Okay? Later tonight, on the late stream, it will be my weekly Minecraft chill stream. That is right. This week, Minecraft is finally returning to the late night stream like it used to be. It's not a 4-hour Minecraft marathon like the past two streams. And it should be pretty fun. All right, this time around, what we're going to be doing is, number one, building new armor, because my diamond armor is almost busted, and I don't want to lose it. Number two, doing stuff with the bee. I recruited a bee to join my village, so I want to see what we can do with him. Maybe put some more flowers out for him and the like, and see what kind of stuff he does. And then number three, explore. That's what we're doing. We're going to head back out to where we found the bee and see what else we could find out there and just explore the open world and have fun tonight. A more open, interesting stream in that regard because we've been doing so much building. The last month of playing Minecraft has been build, and people are tired of the resource gathering and the building. They want to see some adventure. So that's what we're doing tonight in Minecraft, okay? So that should be good. I'm off tomorrow. Finally, I get a day off from streaming over a week. Finally, a day off. I'll return on Wednesday with the continuation of Pokemon Sword. We have now finished up the story of Pokemon Sword completely. And instead, we are focusing on catching all the Pokemon. I believe I have around 130 Pokemon left to catch. And so what we're going to do is a 4-hour stream on Wednesday where I'm going to go throughout the world, areas that I already beat, but what we're going to do is try to catch the Pokemon that I didn't get the first time around in these areas, okay? We're going to see how that goes, see how many Pokemon I can catch. And then, once we're done with that, go back to the wild and see what Pokemon I can catch or evolve there. Now, I realized something, folks. Here's what I realized. In Pokemon Sword, the actual game changes depending on the real-life time of the day. So, for example, if I were to play Pokemon Sword at night instead of during a daytime stream, as I've done the entire time I've played the game, at night, it's a different time, and that means new Pokemon or different Pokemon would probably be available in the wild region, right? Because the wild region actually changes time based on the game itself. Also, there's a couple Pokemon that apparently you can only evolve at night, which I didn't realize until recently. So what I think I'm going to do is on Wednesday I'm going to do a major stream of Pokemon Sword, but then later on in the week, I'm going to do a night stream of Pokemon Sword, a short 2-hour stream, so that I can do the nighttime stuff that I need to do. Try to catch new Pokemon at night and also evolve Pokemon at night. Okay? So, there should be some good Pokemon progress this week because I'm going to be doing stuff a little bit differently in that regard. Okay? So anyway, Wednesday will be Pokemon Sword. Continuing on, Wednesday night will be my weekly PUBG Battle Royale stream. And we'll see how that goes. Okay? Thursday will be the continuation of Final Fantasy VI, which we are now in the world of Ruin. 4 hours into it. Did a lot of stuff yesterday when we played Final Fantasy VI. Good advancement. And finally getting to a part where now it's open-ended and there's a lot of optional side content I can do. And we're going to work on that on Thursday. And then Thursday night, I'm actually going to return back to the Super Nintendo Classics. You guys are going to be able to determine what I play Thursday night. I mean, what do you guys want to see? Could it be more Super Metroid? Could it be more Super Mario Kart? Could it be you want me to start up a Yoshi's Island playthrough? Because when I was playing Super Mario World, people were asking for Yoshi's Island. Maybe you want to see me do that, you know? We'll see. But I'm going to be doing more Super NES on Thursday night, okay? Then on Friday, the continuation of Knights of the Old Republic, balanced with my throwback Street Fighter stream for the week. It went really well last week, surprisingly. All right, so I'm going to continue on with throwback Street Fighter this coming Friday night, okay? And then the weekend will be more balance of the new release stuff, like I said. Now, the next new release coming out that I'm covering is Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, which is the RPG of Dragon Ball Z. And that's actually coming out on the 17th of January. That's 1 week from this Friday, okay? So once that game's out, that's going to jump into the mix as a major new release that I'll be playing often. And therefore, that's going to start taking up time on our daily daytime streams. Excuse me. So, that should be good for new content this month. Also, right before Dragon Ball Z Kakarot releases, I'm going to be doing a special podcast-style stream. All right? This podcast-style stream is going to cover 3 major topics. First of all, it's going to review 2019. I'm going to tell you about the ups and downs of last year, let you know how I feel things went, both professionally and personally. I'm going to give you a little preview of what kind of I have in store for 2020 this year in regards to that stuff. And we're going to go through the full game release schedule that has game release dates for the rest of this year. And we're going to review the games that are coming out, which games I'm interested in, and basically populate the game calendar so that you guys know what games will be coming up on my streams for the next few months, okay? That's the first time I'm even going to be sitting down and looking at the game releases, quite frankly. So that's going to be coming up next week. Not this week coming up now, but next week. We'll have that special podcast before the release of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, all right? So all this stuff coming up, you know, continuing playthroughs, late night chill playthroughs, you know, everything's good. I'm really excited for all the new stuff coming up. I hope you guys are excited as well. There is potential for other new stuff as well, depending on how things go with all these current playthroughs. What I'm thinking is, Pokemon, more than likely, another 2-3 streams, maybe we'll have caught all the Pokemon. That's going to be the end of that. So that'll be the end of that playthrough. We'll be looking for something else to kind of take up the reins for it. I'm not sure what we'll do yet. I'll have to think about it. What will I want to do next? In addition, you guys are currently nominating games for the Viewer's Choice playthrough, okay? Please continue to do so, all right? The more you nominate, the better the Viewer's Choice event will be. Those nominations are going to continue over the course of this week and end on the weekend, okay? Then on the weekend, you guys are going to start voting on the games that were most nominated for this event. And the game that ends up winning the polling is going to be a full playthrough that I'm going to do here on stream sooner rather than later. So that's going to be added to the mix along with everything else we're doing, more than likely around the same time as Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. You know, you'll have about a week to vote on it, and then we'll determine what it is and kind of balance it in there with everything else. So, I have no idea what game you guys are going to pick, you know, for this Viewer's Choice event at all. I'm very curious to see what you guys choose for Viewer's Choice. But let's find out. All right, please continue to nominate. I see that Anonymous just posted the link up in the stream chat. Thank you for that. That Anonymous. We'll have to take a look at that. Okay? Alrighty. Anything else? I'm just trying to think if there's anything else going on right now. Not really. Everything is pretty chill, pretty good right now. You know, I've been enjoying all the games I'm playing. We wrapped up Shenmue this week, which was good. And now starting up Knights of the Old Republic, a game that you guys always wanted to see. This is pretty cool that I'm playing a game you guys have always wanted, right? Hopefully the playthrough continues to be as good as it's been so far. And, you know, everything's good. I really don't have any complaints right now. I'm having fun. Hope you guys are having fun with the streams. Thanks for hanging out with me. Oh, but by the way, I can't believe I didn't bring this up. Yesterday was my year-end countdowns, right? I want to say thanks to those of you who were here live last night for the year-end countdowns. Definitely a different kind of stream because no gameplay, right? It was definitely fun to go through the most disappointing and the best games of the year. Some people liked my countdown. Some people hated it. Some people agreed. Some people disagreed. All right? So, it is what it is. You know, that's what happens every year. Some people, you know, will always think that for some reason that because I did a countdown that it's right or wrong. It doesn't even make sense. Like, how can you have a right or wrong, like, year-end countdown series? I don't know. My opinion is I like doing it because I play so many games. A lot of the times I play a lot of games that other people don't play, or I don't play a lot of the mainstream games others play, and it gives me a unique perspective, right? And so, when I do that countdown series, I don't think it's like the definitive countdown of the actual best games of the year. It's just out of the ones that I played, you know. My hope is that maybe there's some hidden gems there that I played that you didn't, and maybe you'll want to check them out. Or vice versa. Maybe there's some games you were interested in playing, but now that you heard how bad they were in my most disappointing games countdown, you'll skip them and save yourself some money, right? That's what it's all about. So if you missed out on those countdowns, those are live right now over on my YouTube channel, DSPGaming. You can watch them at your leisure whenever you would like. And thanks for checking them out if you do. I appreciate that. What's pretty funny is some people are, oh man, if only you would have done some video editing. And it's like, it was a live stream. It was a live stream. How was I going to video edit the live stream as it was happening? You know what I mean? The whole thing was designed to be a live stream format because you guys like me as a live streamer. I stopped being a full-time YouTuber about 3 years ago. It actually was February of 2017 when I was playing Breath of the Wild that I became a full-time streamer, and I stopped editing videos and the like. I don't even have a video editor anymore. Yeah, I can't afford it. I used to have Adobe Premiere, and I would pay a monthly fee for the subscription service to use it, and then they canceled that program. It used to be like $15 a month or something like that, and they canceled it, and they said, oh, we're not doing that program anymore. If you want it, you have to outright buy it for like $600 or something insane. And I was like, well, first of all, that's more expensive than what I was paying for the monthly fee, and secondly, I can't afford that. So I stopped using Adobe Premiere, and lo and behold, I didn't need it because I don't do edited videos anymore, right? So, you know, being quite matter of fact, I don't have the ability to edit videos. You know I used to do these edited year-end series that had high production value and the like, and I can't do that anymore, and that's okay. I'd rather just be a full-time streamer anyway. So, I hope you guys enjoyed those year-end series. Thank you for watching, and give them a look if you haven't seen them yet, okay? But now we're back to the normally scheduled content of gameplay every single day. Very nice. All right, guys, let's continue on to the second segment. Excuse me. Let's go on to the second segment of the pre-stream, the gratuitous plugs. This is where I tell you about ways that you can contribute to help keep stuff going around here, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, I've been a content creator for over 11 years. On a daily basis, I've shared my opinions on gaming with all of you. I absolutely love what I do for a living. I'm one of the lucky people on this planet that gets to do what they love as a job, right? Not many people get to say that they do that, but gaming is my hobby, my lifelong hobby, and now I get to do it for a living, which is amazing. I love the interactive streams that we do. I definitely feel that hanging out and chilling with you and talking with you while we play games all day is way better than the old format, what I used to do, which was basically ignoring you guys and just kind of making offline videos and uploading them to YouTube. That being said, you know, being that I've been a content creator for over 11 years, there's definitely been ups and downs and changes to the way that I do my format of my content. And, you know, I'm no longer a full-time YouTuber, meaning I barely make any ad revenue anymore on YouTube at all. YouTube is just an archive of my live streams, okay? And so, if you guys like the fact that I live stream here daily for you guys 6 days a week, this week actually was 7 days, but in particular, it's usually 6 days a week. And if you like the fact that I still upload those archives of those streams to DSPGaming, despite the fact I barely get anything out of it, ad revenue-wise, I do it mostly for fan service for those of you who can't be here live. And if you want to see this continue and you want to help out with, you know, with the efforts to allowing me to keep stream, please contribute in one of the following methods that I'm about to outline. There's many different ways that you can contribute that will help out, all right? But before we even get to that, what I'd like to say up front is this. I do this because I love it, not because I'm trying to make a buck. I did this for 2.5 years on YouTube before you were even able to monetize gameplay videos on YouTube. I would continue to stream if I hit the lotto, or if I weren't even able to monetize it. Obviously, I probably wouldn't be able to do it in the capacity I do it today, but I would still continue to do it because I absolutely love to do it, okay? And the reason I bring this up is because I want you to understand that even though contributions are very much appreciated and keep stuff going around here, they're not mandatory. That's not why I do this, and I'm certainly not going to look down on anyone for not contributing or not being able to contribute. I don't want anyone to come onto the stream and feel pressured like they absolutely have to drop some kind of a contribution in order to be welcomed. That's not the case whatsoever. It's just more of a chill atmosphere about having fun and having a good time together, okay? So please understand that, and I hope that you guys will enjoy the stream regardless of if you can contribute or not. Obviously, if you can contribute, please do, and thank you very much for going above and beyond what would be expected of a stream viewer, because you really are the reason why I'm still here and able to do what I do, all right? But very matter-of-factly, thank you for that. But please don't feel pressured, especially if you cannot, you know, afford to contribute in any way. Don't feel like you're, oh man, I'm the odd man out because I'm not contributing or anything like that. That's not how it is around here, okay? Fair enough? Alrighty then. So let's continue. Some ways that you can contribute. First of all, you can check out my Patreon over at patreon.com/darksidephil. Your monthly pledges earn you personal perks depending on how much you pledge. Thank you to anyone who pledged recently in the month of December. By now, you should have already been contacted on Patreon regarding your perks, and hopefully you've responded already so I can get back to you. If you are a new pledgee, welcome. Please give it a look, and all the information about perks and pledges are there right on the site. Typically, I do start doing the perks in the first week of the year, the first week of the month. So if maybe you pledged recently and you're interested in getting your perk quickly, you can always contact me there on patreon.com and I'll give it a look, okay? So thank you. Check it out, patreon.com/darksidephil. Thanks to anyone who's a current pledgee, and thanks to anyone who's even looking at it and considering pledging. I do appreciate that support a lot. Excuse me. I also have a Teespring store where I sell all kinds of fun merchandise, primarily t-shirts, but of course there's a lot of other stuff on there like stickers and mugs and other stuff. Hoodies, you know, sweatshirts. This is a colder time of year for me, so maybe you're looking for stuff other than t-shirts. All right, thanks to anyone who buys anything from that store because it helps me out and you get a cool, high-quality collectible out of it. Okay? Now, excuse me. If you are here live on today's stream and you would like to contribute and get some recognition for your contributions, okay? There are multiple ways that you can do so here on today's stream, okay? First of all, if you either cheer with bits or you subscribe to the channel or you tip me live during a stream, I'm going to give you a verbal shout out as long as you're in line with the rules of the stream and you're not trying to insult anything or violate anything or derail the stream with your comment. In particular, you know, it's a great way to get interaction with me during a live stream. So please consider contributing one of those methods if you'd like a shout out. Now, you may have noticed at the top of the screen, we have a stream stats leaderboard. This includes things such as the top cheerer and top tipper of the stream. That's another way to get recognized if you are one of those top contributors. All right. There's also 2 other leaderboards that are automatically built into Twitch. These are the top cheerer of the week leaderboard and top sub gifter of the week leaderboards. Okay. those are actually built automatically into the Twitch dashboard. So if you're here live and you're looking on your stream chat, you may notice that those leaderboards are at the top of your stream chat right now. Now, you may also notice they're pretty empty. The reason is because today's Monday, and Monday is the day when Twitch resets all of those stats automatically. So right now, I think we have Mr. Papavera up there as the top cheerer, and Noban gifting a sub. That's because it literally just started a couple hours ago, okay? So that's fine. It's a great opportunity if you want to cheer or gift a sub today to get up on the leaderboard and get recognized there, because it's pretty much zeroed out, and you'll very easily jump right into the top 10, okay? So, obviously, many ways to contribute and many ways to get recognized for said contributions, all right? So, I just mentioned a bunch of stuff. Patreon, Teespring, cheering, sub, and tipping. And you might say, well, what's the best way that I can actually help Phil? Like, out of all those methods, what helps him the most? Because he just mentioned so many. Very truthfully, the best way that you can contribute is by tipping me. Tipping me allows me to use those funds immediately. Now, not to say that any other method of contributing doesn't help. They do. Cheering, subbing, etc. They all help tons. And I'm appreciative of any kind of contributions that I get. I'm certainly not looking a gift horse in the mouth here. But there's a little bit of delay associated with all of those contribution methods, except tipping. When you tip me, I get those funds immediately. Particularly tomorrow is my day off for the week. So when you tip me today, I can actually use those funds for things when I go out tomorrow. Like tomorrow, I actually have to do a Costco run. I haven't been to Costco in months, and I am super duper low here on all the commodities in my house. And so very matter of factly, when I go grocery shopping, when I do runs like that, I use the tips to buy those things. When I buy new games, I use the tips. They help pay for, the electricity and everything. Like everything around the house here, a lot of the times it's the tips that end up paying for that kind of stuff, okay? So, if you tip me, helps me more than anything, and I get to use those funds for things I need to immediately spend money on. So, please consider tipping me if at all you can. There's two ways you can tip. Below the stream, there's a tip jar button you can click on, or you can type !tip into the stream chat. And that brings up my PayPal page. All right, a few things to know about this. First of all, if you are going to tip, you do not need a registered PayPal account to do so. You can actually just use a debit or credit card to tip, much like you would buy anything over the internet. The thing is, when you go to my PayPal tips page, you might not immediately see those options. The reason being, the PayPal tips page does not properly fully load on a mobile device. So if you're on a phone or whatever and you go there, you might not even see those options because they don't load. What you need to do is try to load the full desktop version of the site, or preferably go to the site on a desktop computer, which will load the full version of the site and give you all the options for like Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, etc. Okay? Now, the other thing that I want to mention is that I am very much caring about the people who contribute to me. I want you guys to be safe. I want your information to be protected. All right? So, if you're thinking of contributing to me or any other streamer for that matter, what I would recommend to you strongly is to do as much as you can to protect your real-life identity and information. So, for example, today if you're thinking of tipping me, I don't recommend using your real name. I don't recommend using a name that's associated with any of your online personas, in particular, any of your social media accounts. I know many of you have Facebooks or Twitter accounts, etc. And you may like posting up under the same persona under all of them. Not a good idea, all right? Reason I say that is because, sadly, there is a group of people on the internet, and these people in real life don't have meaningful lives. They just don't. These are miserable people who find ways to hurt people anonymously on the internet just so they can. There's no point to it. They don't benefit by doing it. They just get their jollies off by knowing that they somehow negatively impacted someone on this planet. They actually feel like there's some kind of worth in hurting people. And that's really messed up, like how many people out there think that this is a good thing? Obviously, people like you and me don't think that. We think, wow, that's really messed up that someone would try to hurt someone or get their information and dox them or use it for malicious purposes just for the sake of doing it, But that's how some people are, all right? So just throwing this out there, do whatever you can, please, to protect yourself and make sure that your identity is protected. So if you're going to tip me today, I strongly recommend you can either make up a name completely that has nothing to do with you at all, or you can just say anonymous, right? much better than putting a name out there and then people try to figure out, gee, who is this person? Let me try to associate this with their social media and then harass the shit out of them online and stuff like that. Okay? Alrighty then. Alright, guys. So thanks for that. Thanks for considering contributing in any way. And for those of you who are considering tipping extra, thank you, because that helps me out more than anything. So thanks for that. Okay? Alright. Moving on. Let's talk about the rules of the stream, everybody. So, when I stream on Twitch, first of all, I have to abide by all the rules and regulations of Twitch.tv. That's just a no-brainer. It's their business. I have to, say and do what they require per their rules, okay? But in addition to that, I have my own set of rules that I like to kind of abide by when I live stream on Twitch. Allow me to explain my streaming philosophy. My feeling is this. When you're coming by to one of my gameplay streams, all right, what you're trying to do is you're trying to relax. You're trying to unwind. You're trying to get away from your stresses of everyday life, all the annoyances and the toxicity and the crap that you have to put up with on a daily basis, right? You're not coming to a gameplay stream to be inundated with more drama and more nonsense. You're coming here to try to unwind and relax and escape all of that. So that being said, there's a few things that I like to kind of enforce as the rules around here to try to maintain a chill atmosphere. The first is, I have found there are particular topics over my 11 plus years as a content creator that sadly just cause controversy and cause a lot of arguments on my streams. I don't think they have any purpose on a gameplay stream. Those topics are politics and religion, folks. You're coming to a gameplay stream. Why would you want to argue about Donald Trump and, drone attacks and Brexit and all this crazy stuff that you're already probably inundated with in your real life already? Why do you want to go to a gameplay stream to hear about that? You don't. Right? You probably come in here and say, I don't want to hear about that shit anymore. Let's do something different. So we try to keep that stuff off the stream, namely because I know that it would annoy you. Okay? Please understand that. Now, in the course of, talking about the games that we're playing, if we're playing a game that maybe has political or religious overtones or part of the plot has to do with that, that's a completely different story. There have been many games that I played over the years that have political or religious, topics in them. And if that's the case, if we're talking about these topics in context to a game, that's very different, and that's definitely allowed. But in regards to just bringing up the topics of this stuff from real life, no, we're trying not to cause drama, so let's stay away from that. Fair enough? Alrighty then. Now, in addition to that, I am well aware that there are many people on the internet who basically get off on making fun of me. They benefit in a positive way by defaming me and slandering myself and my family. It would be one thing if it was just me that they talked about, but no, they got to bring my wife into it, my other family members into it. It's really messed up the things that they do for personal gain. They've all formed this very toxic community of people on YouTube who all they basically do is insult me. And there's nothing I can do about it. Daily they're stealing my content. Daily they're doing this. I don't have the time or money to sue them, even though that would definitely shut them down because they are breaking the law in multiple ways every single time that they do this. I am a positive content creator. I am someone who focuses on the positive and moving forward positively and not dwelling on the crap that's going on, the white noise outside of my streams per se. It's out there. I'm well aware it's out there. I don't care about it. I don't need to hear about it on a daily basis, and we certainly don't need to derail my own streams on account of these idiots, okay? So, that being said, please understand that it is strictly against the rules of my stream to bring that crap up during the stream. I really feel that if we did constantly bring it up and address it, all it would do is derail the stream and piss me off. Excuse me. Every once in a while, we get someone who innocently comes on the stream thinking that they're doing good by bringing up this stuff. They're not, all right? You're actually doing the complete opposite. What you're doing if you bring that up during the stream is you're giving attention to the negativity. You're giving attention to those people who are trying to rip me off and insult me and make money by riding my coattails. And that's the last thing we want to do is give them the attention that they're seeking because they don't deserve it and they're just going to benefit from it, all right? So the best way to handle it is to pretend like it doesn't exist and just hang out with me and have a good time today. Fair enough? All right, guys, thank you very much for understanding that. I appreciate that. Okay? All right. So now it is time for us to move on to our third and final segment of the pre-stream. This is the shout-out segment, where I say thank you to all of you who have contributed here on the stream so far. We begin to update the leaderboards, etc., and we get stuff started. All right. All right. First of all, starting off, the first contribution was actually overnight. We had a subscription from Narcissus, who resubbed for 3 months in a row. So shout out to Narcissus, who resubscribed overnight. That is much appreciated. Thank you for the 3 months of support, Narcissus. Our first contribution today on the live stream actually came from Mr. Papavera, who did a 50-bit cheer to start things off. And he said, if the dark side is cookies, they better have snickerdoodles, or I might slay some Sith myself. I believe that's a quote from something, right? I don't know, because I think there's one of the quotes is, come to the dark side, we have cookies. And then that's like a toss, like a reference to that, but a variation. I don't know. I'm not a big Star Wars guy. I never was. The most I was ever into Star Wars was when they re-released the original trilogy of movies in the 90s. I was a kid, and I was heavily into collectibles. So for like a year, I was into Star Wars, where I was trying to collect all the Star Wars figures that had been re-released, and I was watching all the movies, etc. No, after that, once the prequel trilogy was released, and it wasn't so good, I was kind of like, nah, and I basically kind of didn't really like Star Wars that much anymore, quite frankly. So I'm not into the lore of Star Wars, or all the references and all the lingo of Star Wars and everything, which is why I probably don't recognize this particular, Snickerdoodles reference. But thank you very much, Mr. Papavera, to get your sitting stuff started here with that cheer. I received an anonymous 125-bit cheer. That's actually the biggest cheer so far of today. So let's get that up on the leaderboard here. Anonymous. Thank you, whoever that was. I appreciate that. Okay, Third Eye the Third cheered, and he says, I know you don't believe in ghosts, but what about farts? Aren't those just the ghosts of food that you ate? Well, Third Eye the Third, allow me to explain. All right? When a human being, or any kind of mammal in particular, any creature, when you imbibe drink, or when you actually consume food, what happens is that will go down your esophagus into an organ in your body that's called your stomach. And when that food actually hits your stomach, it digests in what's called stomach acid. Okay, your stomach actually fills up with this very acidic liquid that breaks down the components of the food and makes it into nutrients. Now what happens then is that broken down food and nutrients processes and goes through other organs in your body, primarily your intestines. These intestines are long tubes of skin and organ that absorb nutrients out of that and put it into your bloodstream. Okay? So this is a way that your body breaks down components and basically absorbs them into it to make it part of your own body and your own system. Okay? Now, what happens is during this process, sometimes gaseous components are created as a byproduct of the digestion process of food. Okay? As this gas builds up, it can, pool up, and then it needs to be expelled from the body in one way or another. Now, if it happens early on in the process, when the food is still in your stomach, it can actually be expelled through the mouth, and therefore that's called a burp, all right? But in particular, you're referencing a fart. What a fart is when that gas builds up, usually in the intestinal tract, and then needs to be released from the body. Your sphincter muscle will loosen and expel a deposit of gas, all right? This gas may or may not smell, but it usually makes a silly sound when it expels from your rectum. So that's called a fart. That's what a fart is. That is not anything supernatural at all. That is not a ghost at all. It's nothing paranormal. It's very, very normal and very scientific. There's nothing to worry about. If you hear a fart or you smell a fart, you don't have to call the Ghostbusters. You don't have to get your Ouija board or your holy water or your crucifix out. You're all right. All right. Now, you may want to get out of the area in general because farts are pretty stinky sometimes. So you might want to get yourself out of Dodge if you do smell one. But you don't have to worry about it being anything creepy. Okay? Fair enough? All right. I hope I've explained that enough in detail that you can now understand it, Third Eye the Third. All right. Very nice. All right. Continuing on. Big Boy Abides did a 50-bit cheer. And he says, have you ever seen the Seinfeld where Kramer buys stuff at Costco, ends up feeding beefarino to a horse? I think it's the Marble Rye episode. I've definitely seen the Marble Rye episode, but I don't remember that Costco plotline. For me, when I go to Costco, the reason I go there is because you can save a ridiculous amount of money on commodities. So, for example, toilet paper, paper towels, napkins, paper plates, toothpaste. I'm trying to think of some of the other things that I usually buy when there. Oh, bottled water. Like things that normally, if you were to buy them at a normal grocery store, would be like double the price. You can buy them in high quantities at Costco and save a lot of money. So that's why I go to Costco. And wow, excuse me. In particular, tomorrow I'm going to try to make a Costco run to buy a lot of these things. So I'm running low on a lot of them. To try to save some big money. In fact, I'm probably going to get a giant bottle of like shampoo because again, it's like half price at Costco compared to what you would buy at a normal store. So now, as for beefarino, I never had beefarino. I'm assuming it's probably like SpaghettiOs or something you're talking about. I don't know, but no, I don't remember that episode in particular. All right, so Big Boy Bites cheered again, and he actually says, if you buy in bulk to save money, don't feed Jasper beefarino just because you have extra, a la Kramer. All right, I will not do so. Like I said, I don't buy beefarino regardless. But okay. Excuse me. PW Dubs. Tip me $1. That's the first tip of the day. Thank you very much, PW Dubs. Let me go ahead and put you up on the leaderboard here. All right, so PW Dubs says the following. Did you hear that Tyler, the Creator, shouted you out in his new freestyle? He says the following. You ready? Baby, come to the dark side and let me fill you. Wow. Well, shout out to Tyler, the Creator. Thank you very much for that notable shout out. I now feel very special. I feel like maybe this will be exactly what I need in the year of 2020 to bring me to the next level as a streamer and a content creator. I mean, now people are going to be checking me out in droves, I'm sure, because of this reference. So thank you very much, Tyler, the Creator. I appreciate that. Very nice. Okay. Mr. Papavera cheered again. He says, oh, do you think you could play some games of Pazak? Even though you might not need to, just for the heck of it. I like the card game. I've noticed... If you noticed, guys, as I was looting things in the last installment of Knights of the Old Republic, I was getting some Pazak cards. Now, I know nothing whatsoever about the game of Pazak, so I don't actually know how it works, nor do I know how many cards you need to play it, nor do I know where the people are to play it. I talked to one NPC so far, excuse me, who said that they would play it with me. But I have no recollection of where the hell that NPC was, or how to get back to them. I guess if I run into someone who says, oh, I'll play Pazak, maybe I'll give it a shot just to see what the hell it is. But I don't understand the game. I don't know how many... I don't even know if I have enough cards for a deck, you know? Okay. Okay, let's see here. So, Big Boy Abides cheered, and he says, basically, it's the episode Kramer is watching a handsome cab... which is one of those horses. Excuse me. It's one of those horses for a Central Park tour. George and Jerry get Susan's parents busy with a free ride so that they can replace the ride when they are out. So, what an episode. The Marble Rye episode. Marble Rye bread. Oh my God. It is an infamous episode. I remember it. It's so stupid. Then Big Boy Bites cheered again. He says, Kramer bought too much beefarino for the horse. He fed it to him. It became an extra gassy horse, which forced the ride to end early and ruined the plan. So the horse just kept farting constantly because of the beefarino. How nice. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. All right, continuing on. Big Boy Bites cheered again. He said, lesson of the story, don't be like Kramer and use extra Costco stuff anywhere you can. Well, the thing is, typically when I go to Costco, the things that I buy are things that are commodities that, for example, it's not extra food that's going to go bad. You know what I mean? Like, I agree. When Kat and I go to Costco, we look and we're like, damn, there's like ginormous quantities of some of these things. I mean, I like cereal, and I like, certain foods that they sell there, but I'm not going to buy 10 pounds of it, because I know I'll never eat all that. They'll go to waste. It'll take up too much space in my house, and it's something that I'm never going to use, right? So, yeah, I usually don't do that. We usually don't buy a lot of food at Costco. It's usually just the commodities kind of stuff. So, there you go. Alrighty. Thank you very much, Big Boy Abides, for that. Okay, now, what I would like to do is give a shout out to the top cheerers so far this week. This will be quick because the week just started. In third place, we got Third Eye the Third. In second place, we've got Mr. Papavera. And in first place, we've got Big Boy Abides. Alrighty then. Thank you, guys. Mr. Papavera just cheered again. And he said the following. Hold on. This sucks because right before I started talking on pre-stream, I coughed. And it screwed up my stupid throat and my post-nasal drip. I was actually fine before then. I really was. Like, today I was feeling good. I was like, oh, finally a day where my throat won't be screwed up and I'll be able to just, like, do a normal stream. And then I fucking coughed and it screwed everything up. All right. So Mr. Papavera cheered. He says, on the wiki for Pazak, says the object of the game is to have your face-up cards total higher than your opponent's hand without exceeding a total of 20. If a player's total is greater than 20 at the end of a turn, a bust, the opponent wins the set. A player must win 3 sets to win the match and collect the wager. All right. Sounds interesting. Sounds like the game's going to cheat is what it sounds like. Whenever these card games, your computer cheats. It's a bunch of bullshit. But I guess we'll see. All right, I'll give it a look. Like I said, I'll give it a look today. If we find anyone who's doing it, I guess I'll try it out. Again, I don't know how many Pazak cards I have. I know I've got a couple. Oh, stretch. I know I've got a couple from just looting stuff. I got Pazak cards, but I don't know exactly how many I have. So. All right. Kate says, happy Taco Monday. Happy Taco Monday to you as well, Kate. How's it going? Hopefully it's going well for you. Mr. Papavera says there is actually cheating that goes on. Oh, yeah? So there's actual cheating that's scripted in the game. People cheat at the game. That's pretty funny. Okay. All right, guys. I think we're done. All the contributions have calmed down. Oh, hold on a second. PW Dubs tipped me $1. And he says, can we have a derailment stream next month for the subscriber goal? What the hell does that mean? A derailment stream? Can you elaborate on that, PW Dubs, and let me know exactly what you mean, because I don't have a clue what you're talking about, right? All right, so thank you for the $1 tip. Rob, what's going on, man? He just tipped me $5. Says, have you checked out Our Man in Japan yet? No, actually last night, when Kat was at work, I opened up Amazon, and I was looking at the original series on there. What are they called? Prime Original Series or whatever. And I didn't see it. I know you had mentioned it was on there, but then I kind of realized maybe it's not an Amazon Original Series, and maybe it's just a show that's on Amazon. So I didn't get a chance to search again. I was thinking about it later on. I was like, maybe the reason I didn't see it is because it's not an Amazon exclusive show. So I don't know. But I'll have to look for it again. I'll have to tell her about it. She's actually home from work starting today. She has a few days off now, which is good. Excuse me. Yeah, she has a few days off now. So I'll have her maybe take a look and see if she could find it when she gets a chance. Okay? Our Man in Japan. So thank you, Rob, for that $5 tip. That's the biggest contribution so far today. I appreciate that. Got you up on the leaderboard there. You know what I'll do? I'll also check on sub count. We're at 681 subs, so we lost a subscription today. That's awful. Horrendously bad news. I don't know if we're going to make it. I don't know if we're going to make it through today's stream because we lost a sub, guys. So, I'm sorry. This may be the end. This may be the end of streaming forever. We lost a subscription. What can you do? All right, anyway. I'm just kidding, of course. I guess that's pretty much it. What's going on to Biggie Mont? He says, what's popping on stream today? I'll tell you what's popping on stream today. The Dark Side. The Dark Side is very popping on stream today. We got to do some dirty deeds here in the game. We got to make sure that we double cross as many people as possible. We only look out for ourselves, our own personal gain. And we do the most horrendous things. It's kind of weird because your party members are considered light side, right? Like the party members are all like blue light side, but I'm doing these horrible deeds that are considered dark side deeds, and my dark side meter is filling up huge, but they're on the light side for some reason, which I don't even understand. I'm actually wondering, are there going to be characters in the game that are more ample, like, more dark side characters? You know what I mean? Like, so far everyone I found is goody two shoes. Are there people in the game that are going to be like criminals and stuff that you can recruit that'll do bad things? Or are they all just characters that are geared towards good deeds, but you could still do dark side things? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out as I play further in the game. Again, I've never played it before, so I guess we'll find out firsthand together, right? Okay. Big Boy Abides did a 150-bit cheer. That's actually the biggest cheer of the day. He says, did you ever play the Super Star Wars game for SNES? Well, I remember particularly playing it, but I don't really remember the game at all. I remember renting it, because back in the day, that was all the rage. You know, once or twice a month, I would go grocery shopping with my parents, and at the grocery store, they had a video and video game rental place. And my parents would allow me to rent a game when we went grocery shopping. And so I played quite a lot of games via that method. And I remember playing Super Star Wars, but I don't remember anything about the game. I just remember it existing and me playing it once as one of the rental games. So, yes, I played it, but I don't remember a damn thing about it. Wow. Oh. Excuse me. All right. Very disgusting. All right, guys. So, I think that's it. I think we've covered all the contributions. Thank you guys very much for your support this morning. What I'm going to do now is take a very brief break just to use the restroom, and then we're going to get started with Knights of the Old Republic. Okay, guys? Thank you very much for your support. I appreciate that, and I will see you in just a moment for Knights. All right? Thank you, guys. I'll be right back.